Hi, my name is Jordan Rain and I'm an industrial folk musician. By that it means I work with a lot of machine sounds and, as it happens, also machines and a dog. This particular machine is one that a few of you have asked me about because I use them extensively when I play live. It's a Digitech Jammann Stereo, and what is cool about them is that there are different inputs, not just your usual guitar input there, but also a microphone input. These here are stereo outs, so if you want to go out to a mixing desk or your sound card, you can do that, or you can listen from here where the headphone socket is. So first of all, to use the loop machine, you have to plug it in. Here's power. You see, once you power it up, the loop machine does a few things before setting on some kind of normal number. This one will probably be 16. Because I've already taken up 16 slots recording. After you've plugged in the power, your guitar cable goes in here. It's a mono signal, or in my case anyway, I'm not using any effects. And this one is your microphone signal. What that means is now, when you hit record, it's going to record anything that's coming in through the microphone channel or the guitar channel. There are a couple of ways around recording both sources at once, but unfortunately there's no way around the fact that if you are recording both sources, they're going to end up being on the same channel. So if you are primarily interested in doing guitar loops, then turn the instrument level dial, which is on the far right, up to somewhere between 12 o'clock and 3 o'clock. Play your instrument and see if the little light next to that particular dial goes red. If it does, you'll need to turn the instrument dial down a little bit. And if you don't want to use vocals, you turn the mic level right down to 0. If you're interested in doing both, like I am, I would leave both of those dials up around between 12 and 3. Again, you can test the microphone by just speaking into the microphone, and if that peak light goes red, you know you've got to turn the mic level dial down a little bit. Under those two dials, there is a sort of a set of a big button and 4 little lights. The big button says rec mode and then stop mode under that in a sort of white oblongy thing. Next to that, there's 4 lights, I can't count, and the top one should be lit, instrument mic. Now, if it's not, click the black button that says rec mode until that little light does go on. If it's on one of the other lights, you're going to run into trouble. On the far left, there are a couple of dials, loop level and rhythm level. Now, loop level is the level at which your loop is going to play back once you've recorded it. The rhythm level is a button that I don't use at all. It's a dial I don't use at all. So I set that to 0 each time, whereas the loop level is around between 12 and 3. If you do want a guide whilst you're playing in your loops, the rhythm level dial is quite useful for that. You turn it up so that you can follow something while you're layering your loops in. Now, in the middle, there is a display that will have a number on it. Now, what you can do is store loops, but what we need to do for the purpose of this demo is to find a place that is free of loops. So to do that, you would turn the big black dial that doesn't have a white thing on it to go up and down between the loops, or you can just step on the loop up knob that's there down as part of the blue part of the Jamman. What you'll notice with my setup is that I have 2 microphones. That's a way of getting separation between a main vocal, so like a lead vocal, and then the vocal loops that are in the Digitech Jamman, which, as I say, end up on a shared channel with your guitar loops. So if you're at home just experimenting, you'll only need 1 microphone. Just get a microphone, plug it straight into the Digitech Jamman. If you're playing live, this setup can be really helpful because you get a lot more control over the different channels, i.e. your main vocal and the particular channel that the Digitech Jamman is. Okay, so as soon as I hit this particular foot switch, this one that says rec play / overdub, the one on the bottom left, as soon as I hit that with my foot, it's going to start recording anything that comes in the mic channel or the guitar channel. So here it's really important, if you want to be recording a guitar loop, don't say anything into the microphone. And if you want to be recording a vocal loop, then make sure you don't accidentally sort of strum your guitar, because these things come back to haunt you with loop machines. What I'm going to do is, once I've pressed this foot switch, this rec play overdub foot switch, I'm going to just start hitting the mic, okay, which sounds quite violent. It's not. It's a way of getting a beat that I use this quite a lot. Sound technicians don't like it, but I like it. So once I hit this knob, I'm going to this foot switch, I'm going to hit the microphone. When I hit the same foot switch again, what's going to happen is that a loop will be formed. So it's not like actually stopping it. It means the loop point will end there, and it will automatically just keep playing over and over again whatever I've done. So let's try that and see how it sounds. You might be able to hear, I'm not sure how clear the quality is, but you might be able to hear where that loop sort of starts to repeat. You might be able to hear the beginning of it. You can probably hear the sound of the fish tank in the background. Like I said, anything else that comes in the mic is going to come back to haunt you. So you can hear that just going over and over again. That's our first recorded loop. Now there are two things you can do here. You can either start overdubbing. To do that, you just press exactly that same switch once again, and again anything that comes in the microphone channel or through the guitar port, then that's going to be recorded. The other thing you can do is, if you like the sound of your constantly thudding, slightly annoying microphone hits, you can hit a button down here that's called Store. You have to lean over for this one, there's no foot switch for it. But once you hit Store, it's going to start blinking, the display will blink. Then you hit Store again, and it's going to keep whatever you've just played in forever and ever on its little card, on its memory inside, until you actually go in via software and delete it. So let's do that now. I'm going to hit stop, the one on the bottom right. It actually stops the loop from playing at all, and I'm going to hit store. Now, important here is, if you want to store a loop, don't hit loop up or loop down, because the loop will be lost as soon as you hit loop up or loop down. If you want to store something, you have to press stop and then press store, but don't change what slot number you are in.
Untitled air hostesses. I had nothing. I had nothing. I had nothing with me. We'll find our truth in our lonely places, in the ruins we leave, in our attempts at greatness. You will fade to gray, 'cause I want you to. You will fade to gray, 'cause I want you to.
Anyway, that's just an example of how you can build up layers to sort of add an amount of dynamic to acoustic performances using the Digitech Jammann Stereo. It's a very cool thing. There are a couple of other tricks that I'm going to post videos about at some point soon, including how to peel the layers back off again, which is, yes, another trick. And there's another one where you can actually synchronize two loop machines together, even though it doesn't necessarily allow for that. So those are coming up. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you found it useful. Please feel free to post comments, questions, and all those kinds of things. Thanks. Bye.